Okay, so in this video, I want to maybe answer a question some of you may have, which is, okay, all these content creators are vying for your attention, wanting your attention, and claiming they have the best campaign build, yada yada yada. Which one is the best? Don't know who to believe. I was a little bit misled or put on the wrong path by watching a video yesterday. I won't name creators specifically, but claiming that Power Siphon was still, 10 out of 10, no chance of failure. Well, okay, look, all I did was I took a level 50 something shadow, and I just took 4 links, swapped some gems around. I of course modified the tree to fit the build, so it's not like, in short, I tried my best to put a fair comparison, and the target we are using is Izaro in the second lab. That's it. And I just bought the gems at the highest level I could from the appropriate vendor, and just kind of tested how they are. So here are the results for this test. Number one, put everything to the browser. No, wrong one. Browser is here. Okay. So, number one, I was testing the mine setup that was provided by Garatha. I had this tree set up, and I just wanted to test various skills that were... First of all, I tried various skills. Maybe something out there no one's realized, but... Okay, well, this is Power Siphon. So it had great clear, but you see the 4 charges, 7 charges. I had charges who were up, Actually, single target's not that great, is it? Single target's not that great. Kinetic blast mines, just for fun. I see this used all the time in 5-way carries. I think it's a skill. It's not really scaled for anything. I just swapped it in, just for fun. And AoE spread everywhere.
That's pretty bad.
It does no damage.
Damage is scattered all over the screen. AK, there's no damage.
AK, there's no damage, right? Okay, so it cleared fine previously, but when it comes to a single target, it's a disaster. Then we have the one that everyone's talking about, Rolling Magma, with Nimbus.
It's a lot better, isn't it?
There is some damage.
It's just like, okay. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, that is good.
That is good compared to the previous
Magma has a
stuff.
lot of damage.
It does do damage now.
It is the... You're not supposed to use it this way feeling.
Now, I don't know what weapon I was using. I think it was a really bad, blue wand. But the point, of course, is during a campaign, do you really want to be, upgrading your wand or weapon or whatever it is all the time? Because it's a pain in the ass, the speed at which you go through the campaign. You just don't want to deal with the main hand weapon, like picking up a good or bad item every 10 levels. It's just a pain in the ass, right? So then I thought, okay, let's go back to the concoctions, which is what I started with initially. Here, we'll do P-Conc first, which is what I thought was better for the shadow, because you have chaos damage nodes on the tree. I think it's volley and greater and LMP, and the damage like this. I mean, I had some poison damage nodes on the tree too, so it's not like I forgot that completely. It's not maxed, but it's good enough, I thought, reasonably so. And it's a lot better, as you can tell, than the Rolling Magma setup, I feel. Not significantly better, but quite a bit better. And yeah, okay. And then you go to Explosive Concoction, just drop in replacement. Wait a second, why is it so far ahead? That's too bad. Okay. Mistyped the thing. I think this is just a straight drop-in replacement, just whatever. It's about the same, right? Okay. Okay, and last but certainly not least, I followed the Jungroan tree to a T, and this is the result at the end. 3 shots, Izarro's gone. So, I think the clear winner in my mind, like there's nothing that's different. You just have to believe me. I don't change shit around for the sake of, I'm not selling anyone's build. I have no bias. I just want to know, like, well, of all the stuff that's out there, what's the best? And yeah, it's Explosive Concoction. I think Bubgun was doing it too. I don't know about Volcanic, whatever, Fisher of whatever. I don't run that skill. The appeal of concoctions is that you don't have to equip a main hand weapon. It is a huge thing, and seeing as how it does this much damage at this stage of the game, if it was claimed that it goes all the way to maps and does 2 stones really quickly, I would just believe that for sure. And I just want to point out some pitfalls and things that I thought were really important to keep in mind, like things I just didn't catch, like just following it blind. I'm going to play Trickster, so I have a Shadow start, but it can easily do this build very well, I think. For campaign start, I think you do the Cobra Lash start at the beginning is probably the best thing. I think, oh, come on, please. The important nodes I thought were Mark Mastery, something I always use in endgame. Never thought about using this during campaign though. It gives you frenzy charges. That's really good. So there's one. I think this is good too. The attack speed per enemy in close range, because you can have like 5-10 enemies sometimes, and it's a lot of attack speed. But I think the most important one was, at least in the mid game, in the campaign, mid campaign, was you want this Fire Mastery node. I saw this like, wow, this is 100% increased damage with hits against ignited enemies. 100% increased damage. So are you getting ignite consistently? Yeah, with these nodes, 10, 10, 15, and these nodes, 10, 10, that's it. And in POB it showed a 55% chance to ignite, which is enough to ignite all the time, it seems. So you get the ignite, you have the Mark Master giving you frenzy charges, and you do increased damage against them like that. And because Explosive Concoction is a fire skill, so it will do that. It will ignite the enemy. Interesting enough, side by side, this is like the equivalent level you'd get them at. 524 to 786. 324 to 40. Okay, the condition though is that you get more damage from your flasks, right? Which I don't want to min-max during the campaign. Typically, I think your flasks are doing like 1,000 at this stage. So what is that? 100 more chaos damage, right? 586. I mean, this one is stronger, and it also takes more damage. It gives a lot more damage if you have these flasks. I'm not sure how you get them, like other than Act 5, where you get the free one as a gift. But you know, they ran out all the time. It didn't matter. It did enough damage. It's not like it depends on these flasks for like good damage. If you have them, it does even more. Kind of a feeling. Yeah. The other thing that I thought Precise Technique, obviously, very good choice. I always like this node, this keystone. But I forgot that if you're not running a CI build, you do have to check that your accuracy rating is indeed fact higher than your maximum life. It was not for like a few tests. So you have to take, I think that's why these nodes are taken too. Accuracy one. To just make sure that it's above your maximum life. And you get a huge bonus for that. I mean, because you don't scale crit. It's too expensive, I think. So in short, you want to make this node work by having chance to ignite. And you want this node to work, make sure your accuracy is high enough. Apparently point blank works. I don't know. Does that make sense? That doesn't make sense to me. But hey, if that guy says it works, it works. I won't doubt him. And then mark mastery to gain frenzy charges. So you need easily you get mark on hit, sniper's mark. And I do believe that the Saboteur's mini Nimbus node doesn't really have any practical applications in the campaign. Unfortunately, if rolling magma in a mine setup is the best case for that node, I don't even think it's worth trying it, honestly. And I was going to pick Trickster at the end game anyway. Now I think I'm just going to Trickster all the way. As boring as it sounds. It's too strong. And I think I would have gotten the Azaro kill had I taken one step ahead instead of this. You don't need the 2 frenzy charges. I think one step ahead is the play. Because I was CC'd in the Azaro fight, and that caused me to die. So it's just one of my favorite nodes. This node, Soul Drinker, Escape Artist, which is nerfed. But Soul Drinker and One Step Ahead are the reasons, I think, to play Trickster. Of course, with Escape Artist at endgame, though, not in a campaign. These are too good. I mean, yeah. This lets you use Energy Leech support for like a big, more damage, right? Exclusive to the Trickster, almost. I can't see a reason. I mean, then there's people doing Slayer, I don't know, Champion. That's another play, but I like Trickster. So in short, I'm almost 100% confident this is probably one of the easiest and most comfortable ways to start 3.26. Cobra Lash at the beginning, P-Conk at level 12, possibly, and then Explosive Concoction. Of course, I'm not an expert. I just take what is out there and adapt it, analyze it to what I think is good. There's another huge downside to rolling magma. It's obnoxious visually and the sound. Some people don't like it. I don't like it. I thought I might be able to put up with it. I don't like it. I think it's way too noisy. And I think if you're playing in a party, which I plan to do, which has big bonuses now, I don't know, there's a video by Sir Gog talking about this, which I thought was quite interesting. I was going to do it anyway, regardless. It's not the reason why I was going to do it. Just, it's so much more fun to do it in a party, the campaign. But if you're spamming that shit in a party, it's a detriment to everybody. The rolling magma. It just clutters your whole screen. You can see videos on that one. It's just, it's not pleasant. So there's no way I could ever be convinced to play rolling magma of any kind in any scenario. And to top it off, it's not even doing as much damage. Like, yes, maybe it had something wrong in my configuration. I don't know. I copied the tree from mines. I'm not really a mine player. So, but yeah, it was a lot easier to get big damage from Explosive Concoction, no doubt. And that's about it.